Hi beautiful soul, here's Julie for another weekly guidance reading. This week I am bringing you the prediction for May 2022. For you who are new to the channel, welcome, it's a pleasure to have you here. And for all the regular as well, thank you for continuing to listening to today's message. Just a reminder that you are the actor of your life, so really take what resonates with you. Today's message are really what I feel deeply and what the guide are really bringing to help us navigate this time. But again, you know, we all have our journey and we all have our own intuition, so it's important to really listening to that gut feeling that resonate with you. And that's what I teach, you know, when I do my one-on-one session or my group session, is really I'm helping people to be empowered by themselves, by their own guidance. So that's what I'm teaching. And I want you to be a sovereign being, you know, and really understand what is good for you, what is your life purpose, why you're here on earth, by listening what resonates with you deeply. Alright, so if you would like to support me, I invite you to share the video, to like, to make sure to subscribe and click the little bell there. That's really how you can help me today. Thank you. Alright, let's dive in. So the first things I hear is that May is there's going to be a lot of confusion. And again, you can take that on your personal life or as the collective in the world, because we're living in a time of ascension, a shift of paradigm, you know, and so we can really relate on both sides as a global energy or really in our personal life. So you really implement that to what resonates the most in the part of your life. Yes, so what I'm hearing is really the confusion of discerning where and which way you need to go in your life. So it's almost like, again, you feel that you have a choice to make. I really want to remind you that you don't have to make any choice. Just follow your heart. Where your heart guides you, where your gut feeling is, that's where you're going. It's not a choice to make. So I think it's very important to stop asking yourself too much questions, start to flow and live. And if you don't know how to feel all of that, that's where you need to start to work on yourself, you know, because that's very important, especially with all the chaos, you know, and that happen in our personal life and in the world. So we can be very quickly disturbed and removed from actually what is important, what is simple. I'm just channeling here, so you know, if I take a bit of time, it's because they are talking to me and I want to really understand properly what the guides are telling me today. Yes, so with the confusion, they say it's important to really stay clear in our mind. So that means we need to really take the time to being even more diligent with our own practice, with what makes us feel good, regardless of how busy we are with other things. The other things are kind of like they say superficial at the moment. Your time for you is very important. So, you know, we all have our own way to clear our mind. For you, it might be going in the forest or walking on the beach or actually sitting down and breathing, or it might be taking a beautiful bath, a shower, having just time for yourself where you can read a book. Whatever it is for you, you know, doing pottery, I hear, music. What I want to say is, whatever it is for you, it's very important that you're taking even more time for that creative side of you, for that calm, that serenity, because we need to come back to that all the time. It's very, very important. That's what they're showing me. We need to be serene. Just what they are saying as well is about that confusion. Do not doubt everything that you thought you would like to put in place in the past, in the last months, in the past. because this month is really like this. This month is going to be very strong on confusing the world, the people in their personal life with what's coming. And so they say, please do not take attention to this confusion. You know already where you are meant to be, what you felt that you needed to do, and just continue on that. And if you need to take a rest, actually, this month, just take a rest, and maybe June will be better to actually go there. But the thing is, May, with the new moon that just came through, and we're going to have the full moon with the eclipse on in 2 weeks' time. What they're saying about that energy, that is very a prosperous energy that is there. So if you have anything you want to put in place that you thought before, do not get confused on what you had in your heart, you know, and really continue on that journey. You're going to feel things coming from all the sides, you know. I don't know, it's very noisy. It's going to be very noisy. Just come back to yourself and continue on your road to really do what feels right for you. There was something else I wanted to say as well. Yeah, see, going with the flow, really going with the flow. Do not let yourself being distracted. See, oh my goodness, I'm having all the cards. That's really how I see all the things, and that's the card guilt. So what are you trying to say about guilt? Yes, so you may find that situation, event are make you feeling guilty on because of the decision and the choice you made already prior of this event. You may have a rising of guilt, emotion of guilt, and is really saying to leave that aside as well, or to really understand what it is. But it's made on purpose. It's made on purpose, that energy that is coming of guilt, because this energy is stopping you from actually doing what your heart is telling you to do. An example, this is what is coming right now. Let's say you make the decision to leave a relationship, a friendship, a job, whatever it is. This month is going to really, with that confusion, there is energy that are coming to make you doubt your decision and feel guilty about doing that for the person, and kind of like wanting to stop you from thinking about yourself, but more thinking about the job or the person or in the relationship, in the friendship, instead of your own self and why you made that decision in the first place. So please, any decision you made before May, know that they are right, all right? May, it's, I don't know why, this is confusion energy that are coming. And I think, yeah, why? Tell me why. It's funny because they say we need to experience detachment from all of our emotion, because the emotion are kind of a noise again that push us away from the real us. And quite interesting, the card experience came upside down, and this card is beautiful because the meaning of this card is really to reconnect with everything that is alive, and everything around us is alive. And so it's almost like when you listen to yourself with what your real needs are, you feel guilty for making that choice for yourself because it could hurt someone else. But you know you're already hurting yourself, and that's why you made the decision. And so it's very reminded that actually you're not hurting the other. You're probably actually creating an opening for the other person who was probably unhappy like you were, you know, but couldn't make the step forward. So you are making the step forward, so you feel that you are the bad guy, but you're not. It's very interesting. And that could be for a job as well, you know, feeling that you that you let down your boss, that you let down your colleague in a time of crisis, or you know. Yeah, so it's really saying to really have to trust completely the leap that you are making and yourself. So here it says that you have to trust, you know, like there's gymnasts when they trapezist, you know, when they have the person in the middle, they have no control. Like they have to trust the person who let them go and the person who is going to catch them up. And that's really a bit of a leap of faith, and trusting that the past you that made this decision will catch you, will let you go for a reason, and that the future is catching you in the new path. You know, it's almost like you're jumping a gap, you know. Now, how to say that? Like you have a canyon and you're jumping over it, you know, and you have to trust that you're going to arrive on the other side safe. And almost like the gap is May, and it's almost like we have to go over May to get where you want to be. But you have to trust the past in it, the past choice that you made. It's a very interesting message today, as always. I love that. What else? Oh, I feel pressure around the throat. What does that mean? Okay. What else do we need to know? They say also to be conscious of your choice. It's really everything around the choice, you know. Be very conscious. And what I hear about conscious, I hear more be present when you go through it, because that's your healing, is part of your healing journey as well. There is something that I cannot really understand yet, so it's okay. No, the card don't want to come from this one. Let's try another one. It's quite interesting. No, I feel it's not this one either. Okay, this one. Yes. There is a message for you here that I need to read you. Okay, let's see what it is. More in a cozy atmosphere today. I am quite busy with many things, and so I really want to bring you this video. We have one with nothing, so that's very interesting. So to me, this one is really May. It's like it's going to be so strong in a sense of confusion, that we need to find like the nothingness. We need to empty ourselves of all of it. And then we have a faith, the penguin. I'm going to read you this. The penguin also, you know, is very loyal. And that's maybe one of part of the message. It's not because you have been loyal to a relationship, to a friendship for so long, to a job, that when everything changes, you have not the right to respect yourself and change direction, you know. Let's see. I really want to bring you the full message of this one. See if that makes sense for some of you or everybody. I am penguin. Humility walking tall, to step into the balance, courage boldly going forth, to cleave the wide blue waters, trust silently, plunging deep, plunging deep, where few find the will to leap. I am Oyo. Yeah, so it's really that leap. So it could be, yeah, it's very that canyon that you are really going into the trust of actually jumping over to get to the next stage of your life. Penguin is the adventurer, the shape-shifter who awaits us when we walk into the west. It stands in autumn time, the season that brings us to reflection, the power to see deeply into the waters. By stepping into your life, it opens the way to ancient wisdom held in the north, to the place of the heart in the south, and to the dream time of new beginnings at the east. Changes long awaited are now possible. Remember, change means letting go of the old to be free to embrace the new. We must first empty the bowl if it is to be filled again. Penguin opens the way for you to find the courage to follow your excitement. I love that. To leave behind all that no longer honors the truth of your journey. Only by closing one door can you open another. To try to be all things to everyone, to stretch between, is to ask the impossible. Be yourself. Find the strength to walk the path that beckons. Seek new horizon and know you hold the memory of that trail within you. Penguins understand that when it plunges deep into the water, it enters a realm of uncertainty and danger. And that's the canyon. It does not know what is waiting beneath the waves. Yet it steps forth, dives deep and accepts the challenges of the great ocean. It thus speaks bravely of faith. Oyo says, trust the journey. Know that when faith is bonded to action, you stand in your power. This is a significant time, a moment of awakening and a shift in perspective that opens your eyes to the distant horizons. Be the seer that is of the magic within you. Move now and you will move within the balance. Nothing is beyond your reach. Bright child of joy, teach us to know faith and courage on the waters, the gift of life. I really love this because it's really also regarding that, you let go to, and you have to trust of the next stage, and you need to be present in that moment. So that's what May is like you need to be very focused and not letting all the noise and the guilt come and shape you and shake you. It will, but if you remain in your heart, in your trust for why you made that decision, regardless of what other needs are, this month is all about your needs. The new moon in Taurus is what do I need to feel secure? So that's the big question you can journal about. It's like very strong about that, because the Taurus energy need that security. He's very down to earth, and he like we may say maybe a bit negative is all about the materialistic world, but it's more, I would say, the security, the essential. So your roof, your water, your food, your shelters, like you say. The Taurus, if it doesn't have that security, feels very unsafe. So what is your need to feel safe? It is also something very beautiful. So it's really, to me, this month is all about shaping the life you desire profoundly, regardless anything, and of course with respect for the other. But I think, you know, often we think about respecting the other and we forget ourselves within it because we want to please. And that's what it is asked for you, is actually to let go what doesn't actually honor your soul, your magic. And you know what it is because you made the choice already in the past months, and now it's the time where you actually leap. And this is what May is about. I'm repeating myself, I know, and when I repeat myself is because it means it's very important. It's the very strong message that need to be heard. What else do we need to know? Oops. Which one? Yeah. Okay. You have what it takes. I love that. You have what it takes. You do. You have to trust yourself. Always follow your heart. Unless it's been broken, then you must lead it. The universe. So that's a message from the universe. P.S. Did you know that hearts are never too big to mend, too small to rebound, or too tired to love again? I love that. I really love that. Oh my God, it's such a beautiful message for this month. I know it's not going to be easy, you know. I really am aware of that. But it's so much beauty that are awaiting you. And you made the right choice because you're actually choosing yourself, and it's time. It's really time to listen to yourself. The universe is always conspiring to support me, to support you, to guide you, and lead you compassionately toward the highest good. I really like that. All the message today are about trusting what is coming, you know. This uncertainty and excitement that you feel in, you know, is why you are alive, and is the journey toward yourself. And that's the beauty of it, because often, you know, we look at the goal, we look at the ending lane, I want to say, but actually what matters is the journey toward that goal. Because when you get the goal, you get it, you're there, and then you're like, oh, what's next, you know? So it's almost like you're stepping, there's steps, and each step is a goal. But it's the journey when you actually move toward that step that is very important. Because you grow, because you change, because you shape yourself, you release, you transform, you become really closer and closer to your true authentic being. And this is why we're here, you know, is to remember who we are, and to remember that we're not just a job or a title. We are actually light. We are frequencies. We are energies. And it's not by always doing that actually we are doing what is needed. It's by being, by really understanding our own self. You know, we often open so many books to get our answer, but actually we are our own book to open. We are the one we need to actually understand, because all the answers are within us. So I really invite you, again, the guide, myself, are really inviting you to dive into your own self if you haven't started the work, because again, it's going to be very difficult if you don't do that, you know, or you're going to live your life next to yourself, and always wondering or never wondering, and kind of like maybe have no meaning for what life is, and maybe be dormant in this beautiful world that have so much richness and so much beauty that are there right in front of us. And sometimes we search beyond that when actually everything is right in front of our eyes. So I just feel that was very important to be said today. And we have raise the vibration of the planet through your radiant, loving light. And that's exactly what I just said. All right. Okay, there is something else, yes. To be conscious is to be present. To be present is to be conscious. That's what they are saying right now. And that's all they wanted to say. So I leave you with that. You can write it down, you can think about it, you can let it land into your soul and see what it does. But I like this word. To be conscious is to be present. To be present is to be conscious. I'm going to reflect on that as well. Yeah. All right, beautiful souls. That's a beautiful message for me. I hope it does help you. Make sure to journal, to actually sit with what do you need to support yourself fully. Journal on that is very important for this month. And I will see you in the next video. I'm sending you lots of love and light. Bye, beautiful soul. Bye.